Hey guys, happy Monday! So, this is week 2 of me doing your math lessons on our videos with our virtual learning. Hopefully, it's going well at home and you guys are reaching out to your teachers when you have questions on Class Dojo. And just remember to do that. Reach out if you have questions, but use these videos to help you first. And then, if you still are struggling, go ahead and reach out to your teachers. So, we're going to take a look in your packet on Monday for the week 2 that you have in your packets right now. So on Monday, you have a task that you have to do. Now, before you watch this video, I am going to solve the task. I want you to pause this video and go do it on your own. Try solving on your own first, and then if you still need help, come back and watch the video, or after you finish solving it, come back and watch the video and see how you did. Sound good? So, pause the video now and come back in a minute. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this task. They have given us a number line. If you notice, though, your number line looks a little different. I've drawn one on my board that looks like yours. It starts at 0. We've seen that before. But if you notice, instead of having the little bracket lines, what do they have instead? They have dots. And some of the dots are not even dots. They're shapes. Now, this is one of those times they did something different just to try to trick you. But it still means the same thing as always. Just like the brackets. It's just showing where the equal spaces are at on the number line. So the first thing it tells you to do in part 1 is label the fractions represented by the shapes on the number line. Well, let's take a look at our number line and we're going to label them together. So it starts at 0, and then we have 1/4. Then we have a triangle, 3/4. What would be between 1/4 and 3/4? Yes, 2/4. So we would label the triangle at 2/4. Then, after 3/4, we have a star. And then after the star, we have 1 and 1/4. Well, what would come after 3/4? 4/4. And 4/4 is also equal to 1 whole. So instead of writing 5/4, they put 1 whole and 1/4, which is essentially the same thing. Okay, so now we've labeled our number line to show what the shapes represent. The triangle is 2/4, and the star is 4/4, or 1 whole. Now let's read part 2. Lily and Sam need to use the number line to solve this problem. Is the triangle greater than or less than 3/4? So what we're trying to solve, triangle compared to 3/4. So we're going to be writing our greater than, less than, or equals to sign in the middle. Lily is saying that the triangle, right here, is half of the number line. So it is greater than 3/4. Sam is arguing that the triangle is before 3/4, so 3/4 is greater. Who is correct? Show your understanding with pictures, numbers, and words. Well, let's take a look at our triangle. First of all, we've already labeled it, so we can put a fraction there, 2/4. So beside my triangle, I'm going to make my fraction that goes with it, 2/4. So we are comparing 2/4 to 3/4. Well, there's a couple different things we can think about. First, let's think about 2/4 and 3/4 on the number line. Which one is closer to 0? Let's do a line on the bottom for 2/4 and a line on the top for 3/4. Well, who has a shorter line? 2/4. So that would mean that 2/4 is less than 3/4. We can also think about getting out our fraction tiles and comparing it that way. But if we remember what we've learned, the less of the amount of the unit that you have, the smaller amount you have. So 2/4 is definitely less than 3/4. So I'm drawing my less than sign to show that 2/4 is less than 3/4. Well, our question asked who is correct. Show your understanding with pictures, numbers, and words. When we've got our picture with numbers, let's add some words. So Lily said that the triangle is half of the number line, so it's greater than 3/4. Okay, so here's the triangle, but there's 3/4. And it's not really half of the whole number line. 2/4 is 1/2. It's equivalent to 1/2. But this number line goes all the way to 5/4, or 1 1/4. So Lily is not correct. Sam is arguing that the triangle is before 3/4, so it's greater than. And that's exactly what we figured out when we drew our line to 0. 2/4 comes before 3/4, so it is closer to 0. So Sam is correct. Sam is correct because, well, let's use our thinking. We drew our lines and we showed that 2/4 is closer to 0 because 2/4 is closer to 0. I'll move this back so you guys can see my writing as well. So, this helps us show that we understand this task. We did part 1 and part 2, and we proved our answers with numbers, pictures, and words. Sam is correct because 2/4 is closer to 0. If you have any questions about this task, please reach out to your teachers. Have a great day, guys. Bye.